What's up, YouTube? What's up, IG? I know it's a little dark. I'm outside. Didn't really have privacy where I was, and it just kept seeming like stuff kept trying to come up to make it inconvenient to make this video. But I really feel like this is really important, so I'm not going to let nothing stop me from getting this message out. So first things first, we all know that it's abundantly clear that we all have rights, especially when it comes to what we decide to do with our own bodies. Now, when it comes to having kids, that's something that we all also know that takes two people. We've all heard the phrase, it takes two to tango. So what I don't understand is, why isn't that concept respected all the way around? And what I'm getting at is, personally, I don't agree with abortion. That's me. That's my own personal opinion. I feel like it's murder. But once again, we all have a right to do whatever we feel is appropriate for our own lives and the way we want to live it. With that being said, I feel like if it all comes down to whether or not a couple decides that they want to keep the child, give it up, whatever the case, I feel like those decisions are best left with both parties that are involved. If you as a woman personally feel like you want to keep a child and the man don't want to keep the child, you have every right to decide what you want to do with your body. That's it, what you want to do with your body. So that means that if you decide that you want to keep the child, that's a decision that you made. So if you made that decision alone, then you should take care of the responsibilities alone. If that man tell you that he don't want to be a father, then you trying to make him be one is entrapment. And for everybody that's like, oh, contraception, condoms, we all know contraception works both ways. They have condoms for women, they got condoms for men. They got pills for women, they got all kind of shots, all kind of stuff. If you don't want to have kids, whether you're a male or a woman, there are ways to stop that from happening. So when it comes to once a woman is already pregnant and whether or not they're going to keep the child and all this other stuff, it's just really like a no-brainer. Like, if you the woman and you want to keep the child and the man that you pregnant by don't want to keep the child, then you keep the child. And that means that he's no longer responsible for whatever comes along with it. Why? Because if you feel like it's the woman's decision, whether or not she decides that she want to keep the child, then it should be solely her responsibility as well. Anything other than that is considered entrapment. And if you don't know what entrapment is luring a person to do something just so that you can persecute them for whatever that particular crime may be. So at every point from the moment that you had sex with this particular person up until you found out you was pregnant, there are a lot of things that could have been done to stop getting pregnant if that's something that you didn't want to happen. So to wait all the way up until you pregnant, the baby's on his way, the man say, oh, I don't want to keep it, I'm not ready to be a father. 9 times out of 10, you probably knew he didn't want to be a father before you laid down with him. So if he tells you he don't want to be a father and you force him, that is entrapment. I'm sorry, y'all may have some other objective ways to look at it because you feel like you shouldn't have to take care of the child alone and all this other things. But if the other person had already made it clear that that's not what they're looking to do, you doing anything that forces their hand is entrapment. Thank you. That is all.